The Obama administration is starting to feel the effects of all those scandals coming out of Washington. Look at this poll. It shows Americans' trust in the federal government plunging big time. When asked how much trust they have in Washington, 41% say not that much, 22% say none at all. Can the government win back our public trust? How to do it? Joining us right now, a man who's very skeptical about the entire process, but a member of the government, Senator Rand Paul. Senator, first off, let's begin on the IRS. When you talk about the IRS targeting Tea Party patriot organizations, we have Elijah Cummings coming forward, said, I talked to all these people. You'll see when the underlings transcripts are released, there's nothing there. There's no higher-ups orchestrating this. Let's move on.
Well, I think, the woman who took the Fifth Amendment, it turns out she also worked at the FEC and threatened Republican candidates as much as a decade ago. So I think really there has to be from top to bottom a house cleaning at the IRS, as well as an examination of whether or not the union, which gives to Democrat candidates and opposes the Tea Party, whether or not there is a union policy in the IRS to attack Republicans and Republicans as well as Tea Party members. So
you think there's a culture right now in Washington that's anti-Tea Party, anti-Republican? Do you believe it came in with the president?
I don't know. But I mean, some of these employees are very, very partisan. So you have government unions running these large bureaucracies that tend to have more power than your elected representatives. They write the regulations, they enforce the regulations, but they're also partisans in the sense that their union is supportive of Democratic candidates. So I think there really is a problem that we've got employees throughout government by the millions who may be using their office. You remember the EPA guy who said, oh, let's just crucify a few businessmen like the Romans did.
Yeah.
So really, you got to wonder about how widespread this is in government.
And I just want to see if anyone in the Senate's ever going to do an investigation. You would think Democrats would be just as curious as Republicans, but it's only in the House. It's very disappointing. Senator, I want to move on to the NSA. Yesterday, General Alexander says we don't tap phones without getting legal go-ahead. Only 22 people have top security clearance, and we don't look at emails without going to the courts first. Do you feel better about the NSA?
I guess the problem is ever since Clapper lied in March to us and said that they weren't collecting any data on Americans, there's a credibility gap now, and it's hard for us to really trust the intelligence community because the head of the intelligence community directly lied to the Senate and said they were collecting no data from Americans. So I'm not sure when I'm being lied to and when they're being honest. Are they now saying that because I'm not at a top secret level that it's okay to lie to me in public? I don't know when I can be lied to and when I'm being told the truth now.
I understand there's a Tea Party rally today?
Yeah, we're excited about it. Glenn Beck's going to be up here, your old colleague from Fox, as well as many other conservatives and Tea Partiers, and we're going to be talking about basically this culture of corruption and what we're going to do about it.
Edward Snowden a hero to you?
I think it's a complicated situation, but I think that you have to compare and contrast a government official on one hand who leaked and a government official on the other hand who lied. So I think that history will determine that.
Senator Rand Paul, we'll see you at the rally today. We'll be covering it on Fox News Channel all day. Senator Paul, thanks so much.
Thank you.
More